Dumelang, 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 Aussie. Yeah, I thought it's time for me. Let me just do it now and see if it works. Because yesterday it refused, most. If yesterday refused to work, and this morning when I woke up, it was load shedding. Then I said, okay, it's not happening. But now I'm seeing like the comments here, and I'm like, okay, let's do it now. Let's do it now. Let's do it. Let's do it now. So I'm here, guys. I'm here. I, and it's interesting that we're going to be talking about this cheating now. And I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, it's so very easy. It's so very easy to become a cheater. Very, very, very easy. And yet many of us are not even conscious of it. It's very, very easy, guys. My body, like, I'm super tired today. I'm super tired, but I could have easily woken up and thought of everything that needs to be done. Hey, this yesterday I couldn't do this, and now I need to do this, because if I don't do it now, tomorrow, hey, and just think of everything else that, according to me, needs to be done besides what it is that must happen, like now. Right now, my body just wants to be relaxed. I just need to be here in this body, sit in, like, as just be lazy, eh? And I just saw your live, not your live, when manini your kind of king, the video. I don't know what unit did it. The one that you did on marriage, and that you, when you are saying that you are ready to be on your feminine. I just watched it now. I don't. No, I don't remember. I have never seen that video of yours. But there's my comment there, guys. Is it TikTok, or how does this thing works? Because at times I even see people responding to my messages, like on DM privately, um, and then responding to a video that I shared with them. And I know for a fact that I didn't share it with them. Emiko, what is happening? Guys, tell us. You guys know technology. Tina, we were born donkeys. So we're still catching up with many things. Like in this case, I'm just catching up with this technology. I mean, TikTok, I'm only catching up and learning. This is my second life. I didn't even know what I was doing on my first life. Even now, only yesterday, I learned how to do these, what do you call it? The hearts, So I don't know. I don't know. Nicole, like, guys, you guys maybe know. Maybe you guys know. Guys, as I've said, man, I don't want to be talking by myself. I don't know, Lord, how do you do that thing? Do you, when you invite people, or people just come in? You see, when you join in. Oh, okay. Probably. Hey, Gwen. Okay, thank you, Manini. Because I'm thinking, Raibo, where am I? How am I coming in now and responding in challenge? Because I know, I maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's why. Guys, come in. Click a guest thing there, Paya, and then come in. Let's talk. I don't want to be talking alone. For 30 minutes. Eh? I don't know. Okay. Or should I be on for 30 minutes first before it can allow you people to come through? Because I wanted somebody, like, I want us to be, for you to join me and tell me, Hore, what is your story with cheating? What is your story with cheating? How, when is this cheating, or how this cheating is affecting you? How has it been happening? Is it with the same person? or is it through different people? Or what is happening? How what is actually happening? And when you say, or when we say somebody is cheating on me, what do we mean? Is it because the other person, yeah, when do we say, or how do we then come to that a thing, this person is cheating on me? How is that happening? Eh? Is it because I'll talk about myself. I once was a cheater myself, what people call a cheater, or what we call a cheater. Akiri cheating, we talk about when somebody has more than one person, like dating more than one person. Yeah, I was in that space myself. Yabon. And according to me, at the time, I didn't even think that I was cheating. I didn't even explain myself or describe myself that way. Good to me, I'm a cheater. I honestly did not see myself as a cheater. I did not see myself cheating anyone. Mina was just doing me. Yeah, but I had my own reasons. Good, okay, law, Mr. Transport, law, Mr. Entertainer, the entertainment, and then this one is the funny one, yeah, the comedian, and then this one, I don't know. Yeah, but I just love his voice. Just love talking to him. So to me, it was never about. So I did not feel like a cheater. I did not feel like I'm doing anything wrong. Yeah, but I honestly did not feel like I'm doing anything wrong with anyone. To me, I was just this person, who was looking for all these different things. And according to me, people were available. People were available, and I was seeing these things in this one. I was seeing this thing in this one. I was seeing this thing in this one. And then I was just doing that for no other reason. It had nothing to do with this one not loving me, or it has. It's just that it didn't cross my mind that way. But I'm talking from what it is that Mina was doing. I was doing. I was with different guys at the same time. Like saying should different dating different guys at the same time. Hello? Oh, mcheke phela baba ngezi. Iyavula phela umnyango ubuso uyabuza ukuthi ubani. Okay guys, I'm coming back. It looks like somebody's looking for me. Yo, let me put this here. I'm coming, ne? Let's in the meantime. Nina nizabe nibheka le nto leya ka-love. I'm coming now. So I'm here guys, I'm back. As ngisho ukuthi mina bengisijolela with this one, with that one, and everyone had their own purpose according to me. Bengino Mr. Transport, bengino Mr. umuntu engazi ukuthi when I want to go somewhere, and then I call them, and then when I want to be entertained, entertainment, my weekends, I'm busy. There's this guy that was doing, was part of, was for that. And then lo munye nje, I just loved his voice, so he was calling me angiculele bengimbiza uBerry White because he had that voice yaka Berry White. And then so sengisho ukuthi according to me, I never saw myself as a cheater. It didn't even cross my mind ukuthi I'm cheating. Was just mina nje having these multiple relationships with these people. So why I'm starting here because at that time when this was happening, I did not see myself as doing anything wrong. So when you are talking to this person or talking about this, because talking about or talking to this person that you are calling a cheater, the person that is cheating on you, what it is, what is the story, and if you are yourself, because we need to speak about this and engage in these things so that we get to understand why even sisazoya lapho ukuthi but wena-ke why are you even calling us the cheaters into your life? Because even when I started dating my husband, he was not the only guy in my life at that time. He wasn't. He wasn't, and honestly, if things were happening in my terms, umuntu will not just rock up at home without telling me ukuthi yes, and yimi futhi was deciding ukuthi okay, ngifuna ukwenzani namhlanje and whatsoever, and which is what pained my relationship or was a problem with my relationship with him, because he will just rock up nje as he wishes, and that yabona yahlukumeza umoya wami. But bottom line ukuthi as I was doing it, mina I'm going to be talking. I'm talking from a perspective of me having experienced both these parts. Somebody who knew me before that time could say ukuthi I was being like that. Probably, maybe I was being like that ngenxa yokuthi vele somebody else was I was hurt, before that. But even before, guys, I remember very well, man, I just finished my matric. Yeah, that was with my first. Even though let me when you are jola nalabantu labunalo umuntu kodwa it's not even clear ukuthi niyajola nenzani. That guy, the omunye bekahlala esitradini sethu, then omunye ahlala esitradini sengale. The other stage abahlala eThokoza abayazi eMkwena eRamnotes, and then it happened ukuthi while I'm still standing with this one, loyana waqhamuka naye weza yabo lo gama lakhe bekuSichaba weza obviously ufuthi unesikhwele yabona, and ngapha ngime nokeke and ngime nalabantu la phambi kwasekhaya isibindi isikrah. Sengisho guys, ngaleso sikhathi leso I was not even sleeping, I was still even a virgin ngaleso sikhathi leso. So I already in my head, hence ngisho ngithi I want nje ukuthi sixoxe lento, because in my head even that time I did not even have that thing yokuthi mina I'm cheating. I was just having lo angazi nokuthi okay lo bekangekho ahlala le boarding school kodwa abuya nini, and this one bekakhona all the time. Nakhona more like a friend. Mina, like I was taking like them like friends. So that particular day they came together, these guys bazala base bayabuza ke ukuthi what is happening kusho lo Sichaba thi wethala ngimopuphi. And I'm like, what do you mean wethala? Is this your boyfriend? Mina ngahleka, mina phela inside because I don't know how to say. If this one is your boyfriend, if this is your boyfriend, then what am I? And these guys, the other one is a little bit older, was the one that Ukeke was a little bit older, and he's like, I don't have time for this. And then he walked away. That was the beginning. It was not even I won't say Gucci, it was because I was hurt before, because I already, that time, that was my first type of relationships when I started meeting against Mijolo. Other than that, I never even had. Maybe I can say that time I didn't know how to say no, or what. I honestly don't know. But after that, I then experienced what it is ukuthi utujola nomuntu, and then bese kuba na somebody. And again, with that particular guy, that's the guy ke mina, according to me, it is my first love. I always refer to him when I say it's my first love, because hey, that guy, through him, I understood, or he gave me a picture of what a relationship is supposed to be. And loya mfana loyana, he the way he was, bekasebenza laphayana eJozi, those that are from Joburg, those three shops, a small street la bakho ngena ngapha sisi ngena ngapha. That's what he was doing. As handsome as he was, very very handsome, extremely handsome, guys. That guy was beautiful than me. I used to say he's not handsome, he's beautiful. He was beautiful. And when I started dating him, I was I was doing my matric, because I started dating just before, we went together to matric dance, and then the following year we carried on with our relationship. That guy, that is the guy that mina engithi it is my first relationship, my first love. That is with that particular one. Yabo? With that particular one, iyo ke lena ke engizothi I experienced ke ila bese singalenkinga yomjolo ke lana ngithi he cheated on me. Yabona? That guy, I will tell you ukuthi, the only difference between him and the others before him, ukuthi okay, he was the first person that I actually slept with. Yabo? So besides the sexual violation, ngisesemncane, this is one engithi mina he broke my virginity, because I never slept with anyone. Even the other guys, bengidlalela mina ngingena stress nje, I was not sleeping with anyone. So this one is the one that I was sleeping with. And now, with the understanding that I have manje, yikho ngithi ke loyo ke uye ke who cheated on me, because while we were in that, essentially now I'm sharing the other experience where mina I had experienced umuntu ajola nami bese ajola na somebody else, and how that impacted me and how that made me feel. And hence I was explaining the difference, because I've been in those two particular instances. I have been in those. So I'm not talking from a point of just me hearing what people are saying and just for but we do these things for content. I'm not doing them for content. I mean, I'm speaking from my own personal experience, which is why I always want us to engage on these things. Guys, join in. If you know how to join, I don't know where you become a host. I'm a host at the moment. I'm doing the live. So you guys, then you can come in, and then you can, so that we speak. If you want to share your story, you can always come in, and then let's talk about. I'm just sharing the story, my story in this time while I'm waiting for you guys to come in, because as in Shil, I don't want to be talking all by myself. You're gonna have to teach me how do I do that, ngizithole sengina somebody else in the live who's joined in. So ngiyacela ukuthi nijoin, because here, let me see, I don't know what this thing is, and complete. Okay, apparently I need to do something, complete the live creator growth program to unlock this feature. I don't know what this means, guys. I don't know. Complete this live. I don't know. Is there something that I must do? Guys, teach me these things. Please teach me these things. Do I have to do something in order for this thing to happen? Do I need to do something? Teach me, guys, while I'm still learning, because I'm sure many of you are seeing a lot of my videos here on TikTok, and you're thinking, and I've been doing this forever. No, doing the lives, I've been doing them for forever on Facebook and Instagram. I've also done quite a few. TikTok, I just came to TikTok last year, May, and this is my second live on TikTok. I don't even know. The last one I did, I didn't even know how to switch it off or to end the live. I honestly didn't know. So you're gonna have to tell me, am I still audible? Um, Share with me. Do you know, is there anything that I must do? Because I want you guys, I want you, Manini, I want you here as a part of, like, in the conversation. I go into the lives, like the last live I was in last week, Sunday. I got in and I saw people in the screen. It was this person that was hosting the live, and there were other people. And then I saw on my side it's showing it's saying join join in or join live, something like that. And I clicked that. When I clicked that, and then I was part of those people, so I thought everybody is like that. That's what I thought that's how it's showing on everybody's side. And then the next thing the host says to me, no, if you want to say something here, we've just joined us. No, Masonto, can you say, is there anything, that contribution that you want to do or want to say? And I'm like, yeah, because I didn't even know what to get. I ended up again being in that conversation, but again, clearly, I had a contribution to make, and a huge one for that matter. And then I ended up again being part of that panel. But I honestly, that is not the reason I pressed that thing. I pressed that thing because I thought that's what we do. All of us, when we are joining, we click that thing, and then it takes us to the live. Yeah, but I didn't know, honestly. I honestly didn't know, guys. Even now, these things that Marinini just sent a Rose, I don't even know how to do this. That when somebody is in a live, how do I send a rose? Something as simple as that, guys. I don't know these things. I'm still learning. So you're gonna have to be very patient. While you're excited and happy about my videos, don't be surprised when you come this side ukuthi I'm clueless ukuthi kwenzakalani. I don't know. So I will keep asking. When I see something that I don't know, I will ask, how do I do this? So like I've just asked, Manini, you sent a rose. How do I send a rose when somebody is live? How do I do it? Yesterday, I learned something new through Manini again. She told me that you just double click when you double tap, and then it does these hearts. Now, my question is, how do you send a rose? Because I don't even know how these things work. I just see them happening in other people's lives, and I'm like, hey, it's a lot that one is learning. Anyway, continuing with there's a gift option on the lava tab on the screen. On the lava, or on the lower tab of the screen. Because on my so it will show, that will show when somebody is live. Okay. So there, I'll check it because later I'm going to be participating in that live again that I'm talking about, that I was part of. There we do talking financial literacy stuff. Guys, you must join in. If you've got children, you must join in that live. It will show, I think it will show that I'm also part. I'll be live later, because last week I saw other people joined in. But what we are going to be talking about today, the strategies, or what it is that you must do when you have children, and what happens when you die and your children are small. Obviously, yeah, that day when you pass on and your children are small, meaning that they are under 18, and you've got assets and you've got a will, or you don't have a will, what happens in that particular? That's what we are going to be talking about. So I'm not going to be sharing that here, but that's what we're going to be talking about today. I think the live, they said it's at 8 or 9, somewhere around the last week it started at 9 p.m. So probably even today is going to be 9 p.m. I haven't checked, but I think it's at 9 p.m. So Sengishuti, if you want to know more about that, you can join that particular live. That's not the one that the thing that I'm going to be sharing here. We are talking mainly about this cheating story that we are experiencing or a part of. Now, as I was talking, this particular guy is the first guy that I slept with, meaning it's the first person that I put in or I sent into my own life. Like I allowed into my own universe, into my old gold mine. It was the first guy that entered my gold mine where I consented to it. So that particular guy. So that guy is the one that I say cheated on me and was a cheater. That is the one. Now, the relationship that I had with him, I learned quite a few things. That's where I learned to go to, it is not about money. When somebody it doesn't buy me gifts, it's not because they don't have the money. It's not really about money, because that guy was not making a lot of money. That guy was calling people in Lape small streets. That is number one, calling people in Lape small street and to come in. That's the work that he was doing. And that is the work that he was doing. That guy, I started being bought clothes by a man. He's the first person who started buying me clothes. Whatever that they will bring in that shop, and then he will come and tell me, and then he'll give it to me. He bought me that. That's the kind of relationship we had. They going out, the first time I went out on movies, on dates, like somebody saying, I'm dating you, we're going out to the movies. He took me out to the movies. Like Woody, the getaway trips. First a getaway trip, I was with him. When I went for my metric dance, I went with him, and we end up coming back late, and I slept at his house. He did not even touch. We didn't have sex, guys. That guy, that's how much respect he had. He said to me, we are not going to do anything that we are not ready for. So we did not, because that time I had made it very clear to him, good, I'm not sleeping with anyone until I finish my matric, because according to me, I was not even interested or wanting to know whether my contraceptive, and at home we're not even talking about such things. We're not even talking about such things with my mother and my sisters. Siyakwaziyo nje ukuthi besizomitha nje, so I didn't want to ukumita ke ngenxa yokuthi sengilele lo mfana. So I made it very clear ukuthi we can go ahead and sijole mina naye, but we are not going to sleep together. I'm not even going to do that. So we went for my metric dance. He accompanied me. He even arranged the car on his side. He arranged the car on his side, guys. On his side, he arranged the car. And then he came to pick me up. We went for my metric dance. Coming back, we went to his place. And then we just slept throughout the night, holding me. He held me. And they sit there because we could have used that excuse to it's because we were drunk. But I'm sharing this because, guys, when I say as a woman, you set the tone, you drive your relationship. I'm not talking about something of that I read somewhere, someone saying. I'm talking from things of practical experience, things that I've done myself, and not things that I've done now that I'm married with my husband. Guys, this month I'm 15 years happily married, 15 years this month. We have been with my husband 20 years together. 20 years. So meaning kuti sijole for 5 years. If it were for him, we would have gotten into marriage 2 months after they started dating. I'm the one who dragged it. Anyway, my whole drama is in that book called Plastic Man, about that book of mine that I wrote. I wrote my whole story and my reasons why I didn't want to get married and so forth, which are some of the reasons some of you are using. To run away, run away. So I was running. So what I'm saying, guys, Mina, the things that I share and the things that I teach, it's not things that I've only heard or read somewhere, because like somebody was asking what type of books, because it's not only things that I've read somewhere, it's things that I've practically done. And most of them, as I'm saying, Guti, Mina, in my relationships, I've always driven the relationship, Guti, this is what I want. I've always made it clear what it is that I want, what it is the relationship must go, I've always made it clear. If there's one thing that I was not afraid to do, was to speak my heart. I have never ever in my life been sitting and worrying about the next person, how is they going to feel about what I'm saying and what I'm doing. I have never been that type of a girl. And I remember very well growing up, some of the boys like in our street, like the ones that I grew up with, Bebati give me, I'm too full of myself. I'm full of myself. Yeah, I mean, pride, things of that nature. That's what they used to say. That is why even when I fell pregnant, people wanted to bona long mithisile ukuthi ngithole ubani ngophela ye wena uzazi kaphi. So saying I'm not lying to you when I say you are the driver. You are the driver. Your relationship will go according to your terms. And when I'm saying driver, I'm not talking these things that you guys, I think the physical things that you must do. When I say you are the driver through what it is that you want. If you say, and you are very clear, this is what I want, you've set the tone, you've set the standard of what it is that you want. When? So this thing of walking around as if the bakwenzeli favor, you are already setting the tone. Already you are setting the tone for your own relationship. If you are going around thinking this person, they are doing you a favor, you've got the body shame issues, and then you are when they are low, then you are thinking, okay, maybe it's my body, maybe I don't have the right body, hey, maybe I don't have that. You are thinking all of you already are setting a tone, you are sending a message. Ogutimena, I don't trust myself. Then velege trust these things will start happening. They are happening to hurt you. These things are happening to bring these things to your attention. Now I'm just sharing, but that's what it is. Mina, I have always been set, as I've mentioned, with even the other boyfriends, umuntu bekafika ayifikela nje umathanda. Umuntu afike wafika umathanda ngingazange ngimtshele ukuthi eze or ngikhona, afike angiphumi, mina angiphumi, ngiyayihlalela ngithi angijwayela kabi lo, ubona uthi eze ingatatazela ukuthi uzohamba, hey bazomthatha. No guys, I'm the price. I am the price. It's not the other way around. In my life, I am the price. Yabona? So nje bekanti mangafikile umuntu afikile lapha ngamtshela ngakuthi eze avele wayefikela ubhorekile la yenze khona, angiphumi, ngiyahlala nje lapha endlini ngiyambukela futhi ekhaya kunefestere elikhulu ekitchen esemstradini, ngiloko ngiyamhoba nje lapha efestereni, ngiyamhoba lapha efestereni ukuthi umile akame shem, akame, angiyi mina lapho, angiyi lapho, ngijwayela kabi, uzoloku aphinde futhi eze la kusasa ukubona umthubi, ubona uthi eze zange ngimtshele ukuthi mina ngikhona, angikho kodwa ngikhona. So mangikhuluma about such things, njengoba ngisho nje ukuthi mangithi you are the driver, I mean it guys. And men, naturally men, they are made to bow to us, naturally so. Men in nature, naturally men are made to bow. Vele kufanele phela ngisho baphuma la kithi, so baphuma la kithi, bayiphumela la kithi vele. So to them it's not natural, it's not easy for them not to do anything to please you as a woman. It is not. Whatever it is that they are doing, they are following your direction. They are just following your own direction. Manje siyale, manje siyale, manje la siyale. So this particular guy, ngisho ngithi we slept together, salala. He held me the whole night. Savuka ekuseni, wangikhapha, bangilethe ekhaya. Then I knew ukuthi hayi shem la ngisezandleni ey'fudumele. So that guy-ke ithe masesiqala-ke manje sengibona, because that's the thing that many women are missing. Many of you are not taking into account. Umuntu uyakubonisa ukuthi uyinhloboni yomuntu, but you choose to ignore. Ithe masengimfunga ngithole njengoba ngisho ngithi maybe enye into ukuthi yazi ukuthi why guys. Hi, this one I'm not going to share here. Now I know. Now I know why. Now I know. Now I know very well ukuthi why. Why these guys were able to do lento engithi bayi. Why do I know? Because mina, I knew exactly how to tickle my own body. I was very connected to my own body. I was. I'm not going to do it. Now I know. Actually, ngizoyitshela laba beza ngi-14. Yabona laba beza kule ya take care of your gold mine masterclass ngi-14. Yeah. Ngizobatshela bona so that bavuke even more. I'm thinking about it. Now I know. Anyway, these guys, no, you can't join because you don't want. You don't want to join, so that's why you're not going to join. Because if you want to join, you will be there. You will be there. If ungafuni ukuba iphathi yakhona leyo nto leyo sengisho ukuthi, because as I'm saying guys, we don't send this message, we don't do. Okay, let me teach this again live. If there's something that is happening and you want to be part of it, the minute that you think about that and when now you say, hey, I cannot be part of it, because you are not going to be part of it. Whatever it is. Oh, I don't know, Nami, how, okay, I don't know. Oh, no, I get you, Manini. Oh, I thought you can't join that class. Oh, I don't know. Maybe there's things that I must still first do before you guys can be able to be part of my life. I honestly don't know. Mina bengithi you just click nje lapha, because that's how I joined the others that I've been seeing. But I guess I'm gonna have to do more and more of these lives so that I can also be able to, you guys we can interact and be together. I will make time Namige to go and read more on these things. But anyway, so when I say Timo, because sometimes you need to do many lives so you can join in future, maybe. Yeah. I think that's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. I will. You know what? I will keep doing these lives. Yeah, even if it's just a 30 minute, I'll do more than 30 minutes so that at least we can speak, and then eventually it unlocks whatever that needs to be unlocked, and then we can then have these serious conversations. But in the meantime, while I'm figuring out that, masterclass for this one, how did I get him? Yeah, please, thank you so much. Please keep doing those likes, because maybe that also adds up to all of that. I honestly don't know, but please keep on doing that, guys. So this guy was my first, and the minute that I started changing, the minute the things were not the same. And it was not the same only because he was no longer coming to Uzongcheka. He was not, but it was no longer the same. I felt it for an easier way. Wait, I felt it. Guys, I felt it. I felt it with, something is not adding up. something is not adding up. And I kept telling him, good time, man, kunento, uyabona, kunento man, like, and then he kept asking me, but yini, king, no man, something has changed. But now I was picking up, yes, manini, something had changed, because that time he already had somebody, he was already dating somebody, yabona. He was already dating somebody. And then I knew it before. I knew it before it actually happened, like literally me finding out about it. And at that time, he had not even yet changed in his behavior. Mangisho ukuthi mangithi his behavior coming, abengazi ukuthi ngichecka ngubani isikhathi usebenza when his day offs, or when and when it's his day off, we are at his place, we are so nje, that aspect, the physical aspect of it had not changed, meaning he was still doing the things that he was doing. We were still going out. That was still there. But I felt it good. Ikhona lento le. And I couldn't even, they want to like quantify it to him and say, but and I kept asking him, and then he asked me, but what is it? What is it that there's changed? But because, and I think not because at the back of his mind, he knew what it is that I was talking about, but because he knew what I don't know, and he couldn't, he also made sure that I don't find out about it. But he kept on, like he then started becoming more, he started doing more of the things that mina vele mosangisho sengiyamas, and then he started like becoming more romantic, more. And I said to him, Mara, something has changed, man. Awusafani nakuqala. And then he said to me, no. Maybe it's because manje and at that time again we had already started to sleep together. He said maybe that's why so manje sekangithanda kakhulu. Ngithi hayi khona leshintshile, ikhona lento engikhuluma ngayo le, it has happened, it has changed. I felt it. I did not feel it if after we started sleeping together. No. This really was long after. It was long after. Then I felt it. Something has changed. Remember in the other video I told you to Miss VJ, she actually speaks. She actually speaks. She actually tells you things. It is you who doesn't pay attention. But yena, she tells you with ichigili. And then this guy was like, mina, hey, nakiyaurata. And then that time even elokishini ngasekhaya, even around his place, bebasibiza ngabo but besi the it couple according to the terms zamanje. Guys, but besifanelana according to, because muhle ngisho ngibona muhle naphathina bekamuhle kakhulu ke kunami, bekamuhle, and he was colored. Yabo bekamuhle kakhulu ke kunami, and nje sengisho ukuthi we would laugh, we would play, yazini nje bekumnandi nje, bekuyi a very playful relationship nje, mnandi, just because I started dating him when I was 18. Yabo. So that time, actually I was 17 to be 18, because I was doing my matric. I turned 18 in November. So we started dating when I was in matric, and then in post matric. So it was matric. So I can say that my matric year, the next year, and then the other year. I was that it cap. Yes, Nami, I was that it. Oh, yeah. So then the next thing it mean abantu ikhona into echintshile, and this guy is like Then the next thing they had to move abasahlali lana eduzane, and then he said maybe that's another thing ukuthi akasekho eduzane nalana nasekhaya, he's a bit far, sekase Eden Park. So maybe that's why I'm sensing that ukuthi something has changed, but it's that nje ake lapho ke when he moved, I lapho-ke zamporoma strong-ke manje. Sekafika makathi uzofika ngo-6, sekafika ngo-8. Oh, nini sekushintshile nje, sekushintshile-ke. Then lapho-ke it started showing bluntly ukuthi things have changed. And then even that time I then thought ukuthi okay, maybe vele le nto ayishoyo ukuthi it's the distance, yabona, yiyo kodwa I kept on feeling this thing engiyizwayo yaba ngamandla manje ukuthi and then eventually I asked him ukuthi, is there someone else now? Is there someone else now? And then he says to me, no. It is there's, because if there's somebody else, I will rather have you tell me than mina ngizitholele. Yabona? Because mina mangizitholele nje, it's not going to be nice. That much I can tell you. No, wena kube ungitshelayo if there's somebody else, because le nto engiyizwayo ngiyayizwa. Mina nawe, we are no longer in the same WhatsApp group. We are walking in two different roads parallel to each other, and we are going opposite directions. That I can tell you. And few months later, I then decided to go to I don't decide I decide through actions. Yabo? Once my mind is made up on something, I do it. I don't sit and think about it. How am I going to do it? I'm not one of those people. When I decide on something, for an example, I decided on the 31st of December 2007, this is my last day of drinking alcohol. 2007, 31 December, ngathi namhlanje ngiyagcina ukuphuza utshwala. Ngathi ekhaya ngabatshela nasekhaya, thina kudala siphuza utshwala guys, siphuza utshwala sisama-teenager. Ngathi ma ushaya nje, ma ngashaya u-12, after 12 angisaphuzi for the rest of my life. And they were laughing at me. When my friends, I told them even before, this year is my last year. And the people did not believe me. Azange bangikhole mara till namhlanje, how many years later, I have not touched alcohol. So that's the type of person I am. When I'm set a decision, like when I decide on something, it's done. I don't, so that day, ngathi mangibuye esontweni, ngahamba ngayatshintsha, ngathi ngiyabuya lapha ekhaya, ngashona e-Eden Park. I didn't even tell him ukuthi ngiyeza. Ngashona e-Eden Park, ngathi okusalayo makukuthi uzofika yena aye ekhaya athi uyongibona ekhaya, uzofika lena bamtshele ukuthi angikho, because my sisters, I've told them, bazomtshela ukuthi angikho, and then he will find me laphaya kubo, uzongithola khona. And ngathi njengoba ngilithwele nje ikhanda lami ngiya lapha, I'm walking and I'm feeling this thing, it's becoming more and more stronger. Lento lebe ngilo ngiyifila lene lokuthi khona into ekhona, it was becoming even more stronger, guys. I even started shaking, literally shaking, as I'm walking towards, getting closer to his house. I was getting even more, I was shaking, literally. And I got there, Gubo, corner house, opposite police station, Eden Park. Kune uhlala kwi-caravan ngaphandle. The caravan ime kanje, ushuthi mongena on the gate, it's on the right, and then the house it's on the left. So when you pass kancane nje, the caravan door, you uba kwi-caravan kitchen, uba kwi-kitchen of the main house. Then when I got there, when I walked in, the door of the caravan was opened. And then ngase ngithi, that's it. This is it. Kuvule bani angekho semsebenzini phela yena. And I know definitely for sure akusikubo, it can't be the aunt, because ngiyazi mos ne relationship yakhona, it can't be. Kuvule bani lapha. Then I didn't even go in because I know that he's not there, he's at work. So I don't want to go in there ngiyogcina ngilwa nomuntu engamazi. Mina, I'm going to go into the house and I'm going to wait for him and tell them Vele ke as I walked in, mabangibona lapha, ukubona abantu bakubone bangazi ukuthi bafuna ukucasha kanjani. Sengisho if ifamily babone bangazi bafuna ukucasha kanjani, because manje bayazi ukuthi ibhemile ukuthi and they can't turn me around, and nine situation lapha. And then I got in the house, ngahlala lapha eminyango yasekitchen. Vele bese ngiyifunde ngayiqeda. As I walked in, ngibona umnyango uvuliwe in his caravan. Vele ke this thing that I was feeling, it like I was getting that message, it's done. Done. Then I walked into the yard. I didn't go in there because I did not know Ugutu who was there, but I know for sure it was not him because yena usemsebenzini. Yabona? I knew very well. So I went straight into the main house. Ngafike ngangena vele mangingena mabathi bashaya yabona le abantu bashaywe lightning. Then I got into the house and then I sat right by the door because there was a chair there. I sat right there. And from where I was sitting, vele when you get out or somebody who goes in or out of the caravan, uyangibona. So I sat there. Yabona? Now, this woman, this colored lady came out after maybe 10-15 minutes. She came out, pete something, I don't know if it was, but it's by like a container. And then she didn't come the side, but she went as if you're going to the gate, and then she came back in. Then, literally 5 minutes after that, he came. And as he was about to step into the caravan, he turned and then he saw me. He saw me. And then when he saw me, instead of him going inside of the caravan to greet phela umuntu wakhe, he came through to me. Came to me and asked me ukuthi ngifunani la. What do ufunani ubatlang? And I was like, okay. It's okay, ba. What you batlang? Imagine Mutuaka. Imagine manini mutua how. Baru batlaeng. Baru batlang mo. And I'm like, what do you mean? Batlang mo. Ke batla wena ngifuna wena. Ngifuna wena. Because they know what you get, I will not just, especially now that there's this distance, I would have called him and told him ukuthi awuzongithola ngale. So that didn't happen. So ke batla eng ngathi mina abantu ngize kuwe mina ngize kuwe yey yaphuma intombazana lapha ithe mayithi hla phela mina guys, I'm one of those people when I get into a relationship with yabona nje, and I get into a relationship with vele abantu bayahlanyela. So he had a huge photo frame of my picture. Bongena vele bibonakala. So there is no way she didn't know who is that. She knew exactly. Hey, yahlanya intombazana. Hey, sibayaprata lapho. Hey, ulwa nomuntu wakhe manje ufuna ini la? Hey, ufuna ni lo la? Guys, what's even worse, that girl was pregnant. That girl was pregnant that time. Pregnant as in maybe 5 months. The sisu was called, and she came out wearing his t-shirt, his soccer t-shirt, wearing his soccer t-shirt, and then the tummy. I'm sure maybe she was 5 months or so. I don't know. But she was pregnant. I did not say anything. Mina I walked out. Angisho umuntu wami sekangibonile. Nami sengibonile into bengiyizele vele la. And naye sekabonile ukuthi nami ngibonile. Then I left. He came after me apologizing and what ngathi kuye. I told you ukuthi something has changed.
There are already 2 keys now. Omabili la uvula la mnyango.
Okay, baba.
Ngiyasho ngoba yakhumbula baba wathi since back ikhona.
All right, fine.
So
Okay. So then this guy ngathi kuye ngikutshelile mina. I told you. So today I had to follow through on this thing that I've been feeling. That has been telling me that something is not right. So so this thing told me when you are no longer fanele ngilandele. So I decided ukuthi I must follow through with this thing because I'm feeling it and I'm asking you when. Now you're telling me opposite. And in as much as you are doing everything possible according to me, and now I see ukuthi kahle kahle this behavior that we change and you become more and more, it's you compensating. We're trying to compensate because now I'm picking up ukuthi this thing iyenzeka kunalento eyenzakalayo. No, kunjubani umasiya. That was the old, very old relationship. That very old relationship. So anyway, this guy he worked with me. Sekangichazela lapho yangiexplainela ukuthi he's very sorry. Actually, the thing is this. It was a why not stand. Mina. Angisho wena you don't want to go out with me to emaklabhini. Mina guys, I said it from the first day. Umuntu bekangithathi mina ngisemaklabhini emahashahasheni or lama club lawana because manje I'm a girlfriend, I must take along. No. I made it very clear ukuthi mina endaweni so. I saying mangithi guys, you set the tone. I had already set the tone ukuthi I'm not going there mina, I'm not going there. Yabona? So I went, he knew very sakasebenzisa lezo zinto lezo. Yeah, when I show you don't want to go out with me, abangani bami babeze nabantu babo mina. So this girl, he was always all over me masemaklabhini. So then he ended up bagcine seba hook up. They hooked up and bebedagiwe. And then the next day, I promise, he only slept once. And the next thing, she was pregnant. She came and told me she's pregnant. So all this time when you were telling me there's something, and I was thinking this thing is not going to like Isopela or this girl is just tricking me and so forth until she came to tell my family, and hey, this is going to be my first child. Sharp. Sharp muntu abantu. Ungathi uhamba ubuyele kumuntu wakho. Hayi mina ngithanda wena. Hey, let's talk about this. There's nothing to talk about. There's nothing to talk about. When you've got a child coming on the way, I don't want to be part of a family. That I did not mean. I had made my intentions very clear and they told you what is it that I want and what is it that I don't want. And then obviously we've got different things that we are wanting, me and you, so you can go ahead with your family. And then one cup, this guy guys, one cup was why you figure like it's farm and the Wongbega Ekoneni from in their township like Pela corner, then Wongbega Lapo. Then I told him, can you please attend it back because I want to be on my own. And then I walked alone, crying. Hey, Nakal. Crying my heart out. Thinking, Mara, I should have listened. Hey, and thinking of yonke nalento angitshela khona, hey, I was just crying. Akhona, yey, abantu bacanga ukuthi khona umuntu ongishayela or something, people bayangimisa, ekwenze njani? Guys, I was crying njengomntana omncane, crying, walking on the street, ngikhala ngaze ngayofika ekhaya. Mangifika ekhaya ngafika ngathotha kho umuntu onginakayo vele bangeke abantu babheka into zabo kuma TV, ngangishona ebathroom, ngayi bathroom kamama ngale kamereni, ngangena ngakhiya, ngazi I looked myself in the mirror and I cried. Mangithi mina guys, these things that I tell you to go and do, so things that I'm imagining, which I know they work. I know. Mina, I've always done mirror work. I didn't know which it was mirror work at the time. I mean, the time I was only 19 to be 20. Then I walked there, and then I went to Ilapayana, and then I watched myself crying. Ngazbuka guys ngithena from a doll that I know I am. My eyes are red, swollen, ngaka nginje ngakhala. After crying that long, watching myself, I asked myself one thing. Kahle ukhalelani namasonto? Ukhalela ini? What are you crying for? Hey, ngathi ngiyacabanga kahle. Ngathi nkonje ngikhalela ini? Ngikhalela ukuthi lo uyajola or ukhalela ukuthi because njengoba ajola nomuntu mos nami ngingajola mos. Yebo, and iwes mina I turn heads guys, mina ngimi kahle yabo. It's even worse that time because I was even dressing the body. And ngiyasibuka lapha esibukweni ngithi kodwa manje ukhalelani? Sengiqedile ukukhala. Why are you crying? I'm looking at myself in the mirror and asking myself, why are you crying? Ukhalelani? And that was my higher self, or my other version of myself, or the bigger aspect of me asking me. And I had to sit and ask ukuthi kahle vele ngikhalela ini? Because the muntu lona, I've made it clear ufuna ini. Ingani ngiyasho ngithi it's then. How? Kanti inkinga yakho yini uba ngiyasho ukuthi kunga then? Yabo, I used to manje mhlawumbe isikhuluma isistory. So guys, I went I looked myself there, ngakhala. And then I asked ukuthi ngikhalela, ngathola ukuthi nama ngazi ngikhalela ini. Conversation was happening as I'm watching myself in the mirror. I'm not talking, mina I'm watching myself, and these people are talking here in my head. Omunye pendula. And now I'm standing there and I'm asking vele ukuthi vele ngikhalelani? I didn't know nami ukuthi ngikhalelani. And hayi ngikhala ukuthi uzoba nomntwana. Okay, awufuna ube nomntwana? Hayi ukuthi angifuna ube nomntwana. Manje ukhalelani? Bofuna ube nomntwana nawe? Hayi mina ngifuna uba nomntwana manje. Manje ukhalela ini? Hayi nama ngikhalela ukuthi uthe uyangithanda. Ushilo ukuthi akasakuthandi. Hayi akashongo ukuthi akasangithandi. Manje ukhalela ini? Hayi ngathi hayi nami mina ngazi ngikhalelani. Athi okay, ngoba wazi ukhalelani, sula inyembezi ke uphume la. Hayi ngasula inyembezi, ngathi hayi vele noma ngazi ngikhalelani. Uyajabula unkalakade. Ngikhale kangaka mina. Hayi. Ngikhalisa umfana. Ngikhalelani vele? Ngikhalela ini? Ngathi ngikhalela ini vele? Ngikhalela ini vele mina? Ngikhalela ini? Hayi. Ngikhalela umfana. Mina ukongibona kahle kodwa lo mfana ngathi ukozibuka kahle wena, ukozibona kahle ukuthi when you turn heads ngacabanga ukuthi hayi man ayikho lento ngikhalela ngoba if kuba impela ngifuna ukujola ngisazojola mos nakusasa ngavuka nje sengine boyfriend, kusasa nje ngaphuma manje ngiphume ngela ngiphungalala sengine boyfriend bangifuna manje ngikhalela ini? Because angeke ngithi angeke ngikhalela ngeke akasangithanda, akangitshela ngalokuthi akasangithanda, angikhalela ukuthi angeke ngithandwe, angekho umuntu ngeke ngikhale ukuthi angeke ngithandwe, because really I know at least ayikude lena there can number of people engazi ukuthi bayangithanda, abanye babhizi benza all the different things bafuna ukuthola my attention, so there's no way ukuthi ngikhalela ukuthi ngisakuthi ngeke bangithanda. angiyazi ke nami lento engikhalelayo. Ngase ngiyadecide lelo langa lelo ukuthi mamela la sithanda sami, angeke usikhale thina khaliso uyintombazana, khaliso umfana. Ayi. This is not this, it ends here. Ngo awuyazi nalento yokhalelayo. Then I wiped my tears and I decided ukuthi ngiyabatshela ke ngokuxoxela abantu labasekhaya and told them ukuthi this relationship yami nalo yamuntu le yaniphelile ke. And they didn't believe me. Ngabatshela nestory kwenzakalani ini. Hey sisixoxa ke thina ke nabantu labasekhaya ke, we've always had that relationship where we spoke about things so imibhedo yethu openly kanjalo ke. So ke ngabatshela ukuthi kuphelile azange kuphele isikhathi ngane yakhala iflate lapha ngaphansi tswi angisho bekangibiza ngeflate yakhe, khona le flate yakhe le bangibiza ngayo, ngathi ungijwayela kabi lo, angiyilapho mina. Hayi kwafika umuntu wathi kunobhuti ukufuna bathi ngizofuna ngathi bathi akekho, athi angiyilapho niyokwenzani. I'm sure ke wasengithumela message, this guy guys, even my first phone, he bought me my first phone Alcatel. The first phone yawazi Alcatel, abantu labavele manje abawazi. Mina I had a Alcatel that my boyfriend bought me, this boyfriend of mine. This guy ayikho insingisho to the things that I in relationships I learned through him. And then I knew that it had nothing to do with imali, ukuthi umuntu unemali ngakanani. Umuntu bayikuthanda, they will do just about anything to do whatever it is for you. Fast forward, guys, we never got back together because mina, my theory that I've always stood upon, ukuthi awuhlanzi bese uphinda udla amahlanza akho. Sengihlanzile mina ngathi I'm done. Awuhlanzi bese uphinda uyawathatha amahlanza la wadle, because uma usowakhiphile, uma usuze wangena etoilet wakhipha number 2 wakhipha, you cannot take it and put it back into the system. The system has rejected it. It is no longer serving you. It is no longer good for you. Allow it to go. Vuma ihambe and get into the next chapter of your life. He came back vele. After some time he came back, angitshela ke ukuthi uyaxolisa, ucela ukuthi ngixole, he did me wrong but yena uyangithanda, uthanda mina, we can work this thing out. Nale ntombazana uyixoshile because behleli lapha ngenkani ingafuna ukuhamba kwasho kwacima, and itori nje itori, but many stories. Then I said mina I am done. Yabona? Mina I'm done. If you want to come here uzongixoxela my frustrations wakho nomuntu wakho nengane yakho ukuthi kwenzelana, with pleasure, but mina I'm done with our relationship. Yabona? I'm done. And I was done, guys. I was done. So I've explained my part. Ngijola, mina ngijola. I've explained my part even after yena ge. That is when I also started going back. Angisho yena bese ngijola naye I1. Then I went back to my thing of my own trinity. Multiple relationships. And then I went back the job ngisho masiqala mangiqala ku, then I had Mr. Transport, Mr. Entertainer, Mr. konjibani lo Barry White bengithanda nje voice, then you need to listen to his voice, mangifonele ngilalele le voice ngijabule. So then I went back to that aspect of myself until I met this guy that I ended up footing namang. After that relationship I stayed in ngingajoli, and then I met the guy who impregnated me. Yabona? I met the guy who I fell pregnant with my first child with. That guy, when I met him, wangangibuya emsebenzini bengisenza salon eGimiston, walking on my the same street sasekhaya, walking back home, and when he was approaching me, yabona lento ufile ukuthi hey admire umuntu, uthi wazi wagqoka kahle lo muntu, ufana uza umi kahle, ushana ngamagwegwe. Yabona amagwegwe angazi nabiza amagwegwe. I saw him and I looked good as I like it from the distance. Yo lo muntu umi kahle, ugqoke kahle. And then as he came closer, then kimi kwafika lento, kwafika this thing yokuthi yo isigebengu. That's the thing that came to me. And then we passed, makazodlula wadlula kancane wajika wathi hayi man hello, wathi yazi ngiza kanje into ngiyayenza, hayi man ngicela ukubuza something, hayi bani igama, ngamtshela ukuthi igama ngathi into abantu mina kusebusuku manje angimi nabantu ebumnyameni ebusuku, wathi kodwa ngathi ngikhaphe no. And then that is the guy mina, the very same guy mina ngithi mangiqala ukumbona I felt it ukuthi Skibewu. And guess what? I went and made a baby with that Skibewu. I don't know how many weeks later, the guy came looking for me in the street laphayana. Then eventually kwazi umntana, kusho ukuthi then makabiza lo mntana wamtshela ukuthi hayi lo mntana wathi no kunobhuti okufunayo la ngaphandle bathi ngifuna umuntu so. And then when I went out ngabuka ngathi hayi lo muntu lo bathi inyawo lezi ngiyazazi, mangiya wajabula lo mfana ukungibona. And he told me ukuthi no, he saw me bekalokaza la walker since that time thinking ukuthi we'll meet. Hey phela emuhleke, dressed handsome, nice body, well dressed. And then he told me ke ukuthi dala lokho angifuna, ngiyabuza uthi ufuna bani, wathi uthi ufuna udescribe it, wathi umunye usisi unesipho so, nesipho so. So ithe mabathu nesipho so basho ukuthi kanje umntana wathi uhlala la. That's how he found me. Anyway, this guy, we ended up again. I guess again, just like what many of you guys do. We listen, we don't listen to what we hear, we listen to what we see. That's what happened in that relationship. I followed what I saw. He's handsome, his nice body, well dressed. Hayi cha bekamuhle, ugqoka kahle ke lo yamfana lo. Namanje ugqoka kahle ayinto okudlala. Hayi ke ngangena kolokotho. First time we were together, slept together, I mina, knowing very well. Now manje I had changed from all the other relationships. Bina was saying, good guys, I don't want this, I don't want this. This one, we spoke up good time in in. The first time we slept together, I was sleeping besilele condom la phansi komqamelo. Didn't use condom. I was so afraid, guys. I was so afraid of this guy. So afraid, like I was literally trembling, so afraid of this guy. But ngalala naye without using condom. And the next thing, I found out I was 6 weeks. 6 weeks, when I was 6 weeks pregnant, I already knew that I was pregnant. I went and drank all these things that we say we must drink, morning after and whatever. The child said, I'm coming. The child came, and then that relationship, I don't even want to talk about it because it was not one of the, it was hell. That particular relationship. That is the relationship that ended me in courts, different courts, for assault, for that guy nearly killed me. That, that relationship, it was one of those. I went from pregnant, I was out in and out of different courts. That time, not because of his doings. Already my hunch had told me that something was amiss, but I didn't listen. Which is what happens. Mangithi uyakhuluma nawe, uwe nje ungakhulumi, ungalaleli, uyakhuluma vele. Washona ngaleso sikhathi. Phuma lapho mina zange ngilalele, angena ngiyenza nomntwana. Anyway, I now understand and know ukuthi why I ended up even having a child with him and so forth and whatsoever. But those are stories for another day and so forth. But we ended up now this guy sihlukana nasemakhoti. Sengisho ukuthi that guy wake wangishaya wangi-rearrange kubona ukuthi ngimuhle kanjani, wangi-rearrange la mfana loyana amehlo bengathi aphambene, umlomo kutshekile ngingaka. I've never seen ley'thombe nizibona laphayana abantu zi-trenda lezi ezabobokang bani konje bonang nabobani, thina we don't see them there, we have seen them in us. Ngikubona umuntu ukhahlelwa ama-boots la. Hayi, so that one ke was a very bad relationship. Sengisho ukuthi it had served its own purpose, and I ended up ke nomntwana ke kuyo in that one. And then until ke ngaya sengena ke kule mijolo bengixoxa ke ukuthi I've dated many guys. That particular time ke I will then safely say bengizithoba inhliziyo this time around bese ngiyithoba inhliziyo, ngijola nalo lona ngithi one, lona one, lona one, lona one. That I can safely say ukuthi hayi lapho ke vele bese ngithe asilime ezitsheni. I ngisayingeni mina, I'm not going to settle for anything and whatsoever. So sengisho ukuthi this purpose of this life sikhuluma nge-cheating. So unfortunately, because you guys can't come on and speak or share with me, unfortunately I'm unable to get to ukuthi sixoxe. It's a one-way stream. Yimi engikhulumayo, you guys are listening, so I'm not going to be able to get to share, to engage, at least in the manner that I thought. So sizobona ke when we do the next one ukuthi izovuma ke where you guys come in and I share with you ke, and then bese sikhulume from lokhuzana practical examples zenu. But mina, what I had, as I shared masiqala ukuthi mina I started lama lona, it had nothing to do with the person that I was with per se, but it had everything to do with me and what it is mina, I was looking for and wanting, which then mangibuza ukuthi wena ukhalelani lo muntu uma ejola, why are you making it about you? Why are you making it about you when this person ajola? Yini le yenza ukuthi wena uyenze ngawe bese wena uyahamba uyokhala, bese wena uyahamba uke wahlala nje wazibuza ukuthi ngikhalelani? Why? Abanye benu even weso abantu umuntu azahambe lapha ambuza ukuthi why bese umuntu athi hayi it's because of you, it's because njengaye lo ayisho ukuthi it's because wena ubungafuna uzohamba nami. Guys, that's bullshit. But now when you wena ke ojolelwayo uthatha leso story, lokho kusho ukuthini? What does this say about you? Why kuba buhlungu? Uye mos this person, hence I'm making an example with me. With me, I was doing this. I was not even thinking about this person, these people. I was looking out for myself. I was doing this thing for myself. So umbuzo ukuthi wena, when this person ayenza lezinto asithi naye, they are in that train of thought that mina I was, because mina I'm talking for a perspective of somebody owajolelwa, and I spoke on the perspective of somebody obeka having multiple partners. It was never mina, when I was in that space, it was never about the next person enginaye. It was about me. So umbuzo ukuthi wena ke uma usuhleli lapho ukhala, hey lo muntu uyangijolela, lo muntu uyangijolela, why are you making it about you? Have you sat and asked yourself that? Why are you taking that? Why are you making it about you? Uye lo muntu ojolayo, and they've got their reasons. They've got their own reasons. And then vele, when you allow other people to make things about you, the reasons about you, bazokutshela ukuthi I'm the reason, you are the reason I'm alive. Umuntu asho umthole aphila, uhlangana naye aloka aphila, walking with 2 feet all by themselves, aphelele. Then umuntu azokutshela ukuthi no, I'm ngiyajola ngoba wena azazokutshela into ukuthi You are the reason for my breath. And now uyayikhola loo nto leyo. Yabona ukuthi uyagula. He's the reason I'm alive. Kanjani ngoba phela sihlangane vele siphila. Ngikutholile ukuphila. Who was the reason at that time? Uma sekuyini. So guys, we've got to sivuke man. Sivuke because we end up falling for izinto ezingenamsebenzi and make them, you know, ukuthi yeah. Hey, lo muntu uyangithanda, that's why enza kanje. No, whatever it is that person. Mangithi mina guys, when somebody is doing something, it is all about them. They are doing it for them more than you. I'm not talking about book stories. I'm talking from my own experience. With the things that I was doing it for me. I was not doing it for them. I was just using them to do these things for me. Hence, when I saw this thing, it's no longer serving me, this thing, I said, then he doesn't give me money. Guys, money hlangana ubani ohambile ebhaliwe la ukuthi unamalini la that made you to get attracted to this man. Did you see the money when you saw this person? The truth is that you didn't see the man. So why are we making it to no relationship here to our marriage is not working because of the man? Amanga lawo guys, we are manga. Hey. It's time we really have these serious conversations with ourselves, guys. Here? Amanga lonto leyo. Lo muntu lo ayenza guys khona manje whatever it is that I'm doing for my children. The things that I'm doing for my children, I'm not doing for them. I'm doing it for me because those things they are serving me. They are fulfilling an aspect in me, those particular things that I'm doing. So I'm doing them because they make me happy, because they fulfill. I'm doing it for them. Iyo lena ke umjolo usozonshaya go because you have not understood what is this thing serving in your own life. This thing this thing. Why are you putting up with this? When? Why are you listening? Are you taking all these stories? Fine manje bayantwana bazokhuluma manga. Bakhuluma manga umuntu athi hey, you are the only one for me. Azi kahle ukuthi kahle ukuthi ayikho lento leyo fanele sakhuluma manga so that wena uzokwazi ukuba right emoyeni wakho. Umbuzo ukuthi why? Why are you putting yourself in that? Go and ask yourself that question. Why am I listening? Why am I listening to this? Why am I accepting of these stories? Yeah? Why am I accepting the ngitshela yona le ukuthi I'm the reason for his breath? Uma ngingekho uphefumula kanjani? Bengikhathi ngingekho beka phefumula kanjani ngingekho? My one in guys, man. Ezinye izinto kamaphela fanele sihlale kamaphela sike sizicabange ukuthi hayi man. Why sifuna ukuzwa lezi zinto lezi ezingekho realistic sifune another human ukuthi azifulfill? Nawe nje uzixakekele self. Nawe uzixakekele uzuhamba uyofunda that human nje. Yilo ukuthi nawe ufuna ukumuse for your own happiness because awukwazi ukuba happy all by yourself. And you don't want to be happy all by yourself. You funa the human. Manje masefuna accept your own creation ukuthi this is the human that I called in my life and this is the you. Ufuna ukublame yena ukuthi uye. Ngifuna wenze kanje. Yabona next time that thought ifika. That thought ifika nje ithi uye. Ngifuna umkhombe so uthi umbone la in front of you uthi uye. And then look at your fingers. 3 of them guys, 3. Kushuti whatever they are times that by 3 it's you. Times that by 3 it's you. leyo guys, we need to accept. Mamela Tumi, accept your stories. Yonke le drama lo sixoxela yona la, it is all City, it's all your creation, it's all your stories zakho lezi. You are sitting then creating all of these abubani wonke lama lokhuzana. It's all your stories. And then we want to give manje ukuthi abantwana abantu sibaba umuntu ombaba. Awas the question you should be asking yourself, why am I and manje nje kumanje when I started I said it is very, very easy. No, guys, there is no such thing as cheating. There is no such thing as cheating, especially in an African context, in nature. By nature, there is no such thing called cheating. Ayikho. We are born as it is. Let me just use an example. We only have one son. Yeah? One son. Inya ilanga. One son. That is feeding everybody. We only have one. Okay, I'm mourning again one because iyaqhephuka and all of that. But we only have one son. Then when you look, the son, it is what we call, it carries what we call the masculine. The sun, it is masculine in nature. And then isn't this corner la in the earth that we are in, they are feminine. What does that mean? That means naturally there's more feminine than masculine. Naturally so. There's more feminine than masculine. Then lokho kusho ukuthini? In your own body, this body, you have got more feminine than the masculine. Each and every cell of your body. Yabona lama cells that babiza ama chromosomes. It's the 23 packs of our bodies. Like in our bodies, 20 that makes this human a body. There's 23 chromosomes. These 23 chromosomes, I-22 are all the same in all of us, males and females. And then the only one that is different is the 23rd one. The 23rd one is the one that differentiates the cell, the sex. Now the 23rd one, if you are a woman, you've got XX. If you are a male, you've got X and Y. Those in your physicality. Now, the X chromosome, naturally, it is 830% more. It multiplies itself up to 830 versus V, the Y, the Y that only multiplies itself by 70. Yikho ukuthi nge-nature or by science or by biology or physiology, we are feminine before we are before it's sexy determine ukuthi it's a boy or a girl. Everyone is born a female. We are all feminine because of the more feminine energy that we are. Leyo nto leyo isho ukuthini? When we have more in your body already, the feminine, that 830, they are sharing one. So lokho kusho ukuthini? Lento esibiza leko ukuthi we are not really cheating, guys. As I've made clear, I speak in parables. When I said, when I was sitting and in that relationship, this one was serving this one was serving this one was serving this. That is in our nature. What we call tina uguti, it is cheating. It is a Western construct that has been created to put us in this turmoil that we are in. It is a Western construct that has been created to put us in this turmoil that we are in. We are fighting nature. There will always be more females than males. That is why even no statistics, there's more females than naturally. The nature that we are, there's more feminine energy than the masculine. So what does that mean? A masculine will always be connected to more feminine energy because the feminine are more. It has nothing to do with the masculine per se. But us sharing ourselves or dividing amongst ourselves that which we need. Yikho ke thina ngapha sahamba thina sayo create isithembu. I did live, the first live I did here, I was talking about isithembu and I explained, guys, you must go and listen to or even read some of amalokuzana ka Dr. Zulu Matambo, even in his books. Zulu Matambo, I think he created it. He explains it very well. But we are the ones, us females, us feminine, we the feminine are the ones that created this temple because we understood there's more of us, so we are sharing amongst ourselves this energy that is one in order for us to be able to have harmony. That is naturally happening even in your body. The X chromosomes are sharing one Y chromosome because there's a less of Y than the more of X. It has never about the men because Tina, we have always city so is above as below. Because we are taking what is above and recreating it below. That is how these concepts came about, or our standard of living or our lifestyle came about. Oh, I mean, azange namanje, he knows it. Uyo sabayo. And guys, let me tell you this, ne? You, as in bengiveza naseqaleni, you, me as a woman, you are the one who calls or who creates the other version of yourself. Uyabona because mina ke vele phela yimi ngisho indlovukazi, yimi phela vele the first wife. Mina vele I'm the one that is going to choose, and I'm not going to choose. I don't choose these things. You don't choose these things physically. You choose these things energetically. Energetically, we choose these things. Hence, you direct through your energy, through what you assume, what you are taking out. Whatever it is that you fear, you are going to call it up. Mina, I am ready. Mina, I'm ready. Mina, I've always been ready. Mina, I know exactly my role in his life, just like I know my role here. I know his role in my life. I know very well. And I've made it very clear. As not even manje. I've said it now before, but mina, I only angizelanga la uzo multiplier abantwana, but there's other things that I came to multiply. Yabon? And ngizokwelapha. So when if ufuna abanye abantwana ngicela uye next door, just tell me then ukuthi ufuna umunye abantwana, and then you can go and co-create with other. But me, I'm not that person. Hence, me, I don't have a problem. Uma must just tell me ukuthi hayi engimtshele ngaba clear ukuthi angifuni ke ukuthi ube vele to say vele fika sengibona lapha komusa emseleko, whereas mina I'm talking about it yena in his I understand even why with him it's a problem, because yena isithembu, it's something that is active in their family and balimele yena, he was even the reason for family breaking up. The two wives were using him as a thing to break up. So to him it's a thorny matter. So hence mina I understand why I am also in his life. Ukuthi you understand understand it's okwakhe, but mina I understand. I also understand why he is also part of my own life, because nami ekhaya isithembu is part, guys. If you come from a royal family, actually, with this life, you must go and check that thing. You must go and check your family tree. If you are of royal blood, awazike ukhala nge-cheating and be scared of sharing, because you are a product. You came from that very. You came when you came. You are a product. How they were in a polygamous marriage, ki second wife, ki first wife, ki third wife, ki whatever it is, guys, you already come from that. You are a product of it. So when you are not wanting that, you are not wanting an aspect of you, which is why you will call it into your life, because you still need to heal that aspect about you. You are rejecting it. You are rejecting yourself. So you will, as long as you are rejecting yourself, you will call that aspect of yourself, because you still need to deal with these things, this aspect of you that you are rejecting, that you are. Awaz by product. Awaz by product. Ube uyi product. That you are literally saying you don't want you. So that's what, if you have a problem with cheating, because I also need to still prepare lunch, guys. Yo, my son, sizodla. You must go and check. I know. You must go and check in your family lineage. And believe you me, if you are here watching this live, me and you are in the same boat. We come from royalty. Ayiko indlu, there's no royal kingdom emiswa, or that is that stands firmly so through one house. Never. Because each and every house has its role. Let me tell you how we have created this term, Bugumanj. How many of you have got helpers? How many? I'm sure you've got helpers, because already you know what, you can't do these things all by yourself. I'm sure you've got somebody who does washing. You've got somebody who's looking after the kids. Because you cannot be doing all of these things. You cannot be the leader, and then the Proverbs 31. Yes, good thinking. You need a Proverbs 31. When you are supposed to know your place. Know your place. I mean, understand. Actually, you what they show manini or but can I be alone in bed? It's not possible, guy. When my love, it can't. It's not possible. As long as you are afraid of it, it is not possible. Because what you are afraid of, and you sure the other thing we know, which we are spiritual beings. We are spiritual beings. So when he comes to my container, into my universe, he comes to get whatever it is. Those are the things, guys, that I'm going to be sharing on the master class of take care of your gold mine. Because these are the things that we need to know. You need to know how to take care of this gold mine. Futhi ngeke ayilethe wena ye. Because you are the one that's directing. You are calling. As the woman, you call the type of person that you want into this life. That's another that's another thing. But you definitely call this person. Uyabona nje thina njengami mina ngicela ukusho ne, and I've said this, nosithanda uyazi na, even my other sisters and bayazi. Guys, yabona le, every day. Yazi phela labantu laba umuntu makavuka ekseni every day alikho ilanga lamahalo, every day. And at that time mina my body, like today, my body it. So mina manje, because of this dilemma esesekhona between the two of him not wanting the other, so mina I yabona ngiyamxosha. Angisho ukuthi hamba, but ngiyamxosha ezingikhuluma nje 2 weeks akekho, because I need to be by myself. I need to harness, I need to use the sexual energy for my own well-being and to do the things that I need to do it without me sharing it with him. So makhona lo munye makulesikhathi esinje uzohamba ke ayozinceda khona ke yabo, so that we part with kodwa mina I cannot, I need. So can you imagine, they naturally bona, as I've mentioned, bavuka every day. Siwesi ke masuhlala naye la umuntu okhona uvukelwe every day. Every day. Ula ngapha safanele ngize ngizoservisa, do this work, guys. This work that we do here, it's very heavy. This body needs to take it in all, and hence you need to know how to release, detach, take what is yours and let go of all these other things. That's why you need to know those type of things, so that you don't hold on to things that you don't need to hold on to. You don't need to hold on to things that you don't know you have to hold on to. We've got helpers, because you know what you cannot. Mina, I know. Manje, I've done that. We are hamp. Guvele opportunity, business, what. So that I can be all by myself and harness the sexual energy and use it for what I need it for. That's what it is. So can you imagine what that does if mina I was afraid of this aspect of myself. I was afraid of this. Ngabe ngikhuluma nje kumanje bayatanasa phansi phezulu abanye ubani laphayana kuyatanaswa, but because you are the one, and this has nothing. I'm not sitting and saying, hey, you must not be busy with. No, guys, I'm focusing on myself. This life is about you. It is not about the other people and about the other person. Mina, I know for a fact ukuthi noma ngashona, this I've been saying ever since ngimncane ukuthi angeke umthole umunye nomasonto ofana nami noma ngabe uyathanda. Noma ungangena uphuma yonke into angeke uyithole lento uyithola la kimi. Yiko bengithi when I started, they used to say I'm full of myself, because there's only one version. No masonto ofana naloya. Angisho ngithekini hamba uyombheka ukuthi uyamazi kahle, and look and make sure that you know this person thoroughly. So you remember I told you that. But to go and make sure that you know this person as you know yourself, so that you don't have to be afraid. You don't have to be afraid. She knows what she wants. She knows how to get what she wants. She knows, you know it. So there's no need to be sitting in fear. I don't even know what that Aphrodite is. When you can explain. That's why it would have been nice if we were talking. But hopefully the next one will be talking together. I've been a destiny helper who felt cheating on. Yes, and it's all in the past, my love, because now you need to make peace with it. If very many of us, like in his case, there's issues with the polygamy in the family that caused utagati and all of these things, which is why they called him, he called me into his life so that I can help him heal that. But I'm not literally physically saying, hey, you must Mina, I'm doing this thing because all these others that it was not even a thing which the wife is the one that is saying. It was a case of umuntu sekavele wafende. Guys, ithi nginiyeke sengikhulume kakhulu. Yo, kunini ngikhuluma? I'm sure sekuyi 2 hours iphelile. I am tired now, guys. Can I just go and rest? I am tired. I will see you on the 14th, those that are coming. On the 14th of February, I'll be doing a master class on how to take care of this gold mine. And then so that this gold mine, that is you, it takes care of you. And it gives you the things that you want, not the things that you don't want. And know how to activate the aspects of you that are supposed to be helping you. Sengikhuluma-ke sizobe sikhuluma ngevagina phela ngelokhosana. I'm not talking about this whole set. I'm talking particularly. We will be going deep on this thing we call a vagina, that gold mine. Ukuthi kunani lapha ya? Yabona? Kunani kahle kahle lapha? What is happening? And when, how do you take care of that? How do you make it look up to and work for you versus V? So those are the things ezobe ngikhuluma nge-14 sisixoxa, sharing. And then the class is going to be recorded. The class is going to be recorded. It is 350 energy exchange, it's 350. And then we'll dive deeper into those things. And then it will be available for purchase even after. But again, those that have done classes with me, and mind you've just gotten a little bit of this unomasonto and how I work and the type of person and so forth. So that you understand what get a better understanding and clarity of this person. Because man lo nibona laphayana abanye babona ama-video, you make these assumptions and all of that. So trust me ukuthi this life has helped you to get to know me even better, and a little bit to have a grasp of who Nomasonto is. And if you also want to get more and know more about that story, so go to Nomasonto, about our relationship, Nostandra, where I was, because where you are, I was at some stage. And I mean, these things, they had nothing to do with Nostandra, they all had to do with me. Mina kumanje njengoba ngisho nje ukuthi manje I'm just chasing so that I can be all by myself. And I know ukuthi isikhathi sizofika where he will eventually come right. And then when he comes right, then kuzoba khona ke lo sister wife who's going to be chosen by me. Yingakho even nangesintu sethu, the first wife is the one that chooses the other wife. And even by law, I've got to agree that he must marry that one. And if that doesn't happen, that marriage is null and void. Ingakho-ke, even if you refuse, but you are coming from the family lineage of a royalty, you will end up having ama outside by busy in this marital now the name is English has gone out. There's kuthi umuntu abe ne-affair and have children and have a family outside of your family, and we know you are not even aware, and you only find out later sekunama problems, or maybe there's a divorce or whatever. These are the reasons these things are happening, because you cannot, guys, this I can tell you, you cannot run away from yourself. You've got to accept who you are, accept it, and heal whatever it is that you need to heal. You need to heal these aspects of yourself that you need to heal, so that you can come right with yourself and get away from fear. Mina, I know the person that I'm going to call, I am going to call the other version of myself that I don't want. Yabona? The person ozoba khona lo ulo uzofana akhiqizele abantwana ozokwenza abantwana lapho. And yes, already I know that she's going to be a little bit younger than me, but damn pretty, because angibafuni abantwana babi. I've already set the precedence, so bazoba bahle. Yabona, it's my version. If ubona uNomasonto nalo munye uzoba iversion yami, more prettier than me, because they can't be less than me. Bazoba prettier than me, and then younger than me. Yabona, that I already know. I'm already drafting their constitution. I'm already drafting it. Yeah, one. So injalo ke ithanda sami. I will see you. So yeah, bengisasho ke ukuthi if you want to, if laba banenkinga nje like Jolo is showing you flames, you can get yourself a copy of my book Plastic Man, guys. That book, it's also available a book on Amazon, and then a hard copy, it's available from me. I don't know ukuthi malini lapha hard copy lapha ku Amazon. Then also there's an audio version of it. The audio version is 100 rands, that much I know. You must connect with me. I'll send you the link. You buy it there, you get the download, you listen to it. If you want the hard copy, you order it through me, and then I will send you the copy. The copy is 200. That's excluding postage. Yeah, though that is the way you can just get to hear the stories Zamigi with the relationships, the other version. Otherwise, I will see you guys, those that are going to come on Tuesday, and then where I will be sharing more how to take care of this gold mine so that it keeps on attracting and giving you the things you need, the things you want versus the things that you don't want. Because at the name, you've got to know how to take care of yourself. You've got to know who you are. You've got to know how to work with your feminine energy. I shall see you there. I will see you on Tuesday, not Tuesday, on Wednesday, the 14th at 7 p.m. Yeah, I'll see you there. And then those that are in class that we are having this group, step into your feminine power. I will see you on Tuesday evening. So I've got to love and leave you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you. I will save this live and put it on my YouTube channel. Thank you. Bye-bye.